Ever wondered how the American public policies that we see today came to be? Let's dive into the story that begins with the formation of the United States Constitution. It was here that the groundwork for all future public policies was laid. The Constitution was the nation's first real policy, establishing the structure of government and the rights of its citizens. Fast forward to the Civil War era. The Emancipation Proclamation stands as a notable policy from this period, ending slavery and altering the course of American history. This was a policy born out of conflict and necessity, underscoring the government's ability to enact sweeping changes in times of crisis. Next, we journey to the Industrial Revolution. This period was marked by rapid economic growth and social change, yet it also brought income inequality and labor exploitation. In response, significant policies like the Sherman Antitrust Act and the Fair Labor Standards Act were introduced. These policies aim to ensure fair competition and protect workers, demonstrating how public policies can directly respond to societal issues. Then, we come to the Great Depression, a time of economic hardship like no other. The government's response? The New Deal, a series of policies that sought to provide relief, recovery, and reform. The Social Security Act, a part of this package, is still in effect today, providing financial support to the elderly, the unemployed, and the disadvantaged. This shows us how enduring some public policies can be. As we can see, public policies have been a crucial part of American history, shaping and being shaped by societal changes. They are the nation's responses to its evolving needs and challenges, reflecting both the times they were created in and the vision for the future. As we continue this journey, we'll see how these policies have evolved over the decades and how they might change in the years to come. Public policies didn't stop evolving after their inception. In fact, they continuously adapt to the changing times. The 20th century was a crucible, a period of immense change and growth, which left indelible marks on the policies that govern America. The world wars were not just military conflicts, they were catalysts for change on the home front. World War I led to the emergence of progressive taxation and social insurance policies, while World War II spurred the development of policies promoting research and development and the creation of the GI Bill that revolutionized higher education. The Civil Rights Movement, a powerful wave of activism in the mid-20th century, resulted in major policy shifts. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965 were landmark legislations that aimed to end racial discrimination in all public places and enforce the 15th Amendment, respectively. These policies, fueled by the courage and determination of activists, transformed the nation. Economic shifts have also played a significant role in policy evolution. The Great Depression of the 30s led to the New Deal, a series of programs and projects instituted by President Franklin D. Roosevelt that aimed to restore prosperity to Americans. In the 80s, neoliberal policies championed by President Ronald Reagan aimed to reduce the role of the government in the economy, marking a significant shift in economic policy. Public opinion and activism have been instrumental in these changes. From the suffragettes marching for women's right to vote, to the environmental activists pushing for clean air and water regulations, citizens have always played a crucial role in shaping policy. So, the public policies we have today are the result of centuries of evolution, influenced by both internal and external factors. They are the reflection of our past, the blueprint of our present, and the foundation upon which we build our future. In recent years, we've seen some significant changes in American public policies. The landscape of our nation has been shaped and reshaped by a series of events that have left indelible marks on our history. The dawn of the 21st century was marred by the tragic events of September 11th. This led to a significant shift in American policies, particularly those related to national security and foreign relations. The Patriot Act, for instance, was swiftly enacted, giving the government unprecedented surveillance powers in the name of national security. This policy has sparked ongoing debates about the balance between safety and personal privacy. Then came the financial crisis of 2008, a seismic event that shook the very foundations of the global economy. In response, the Dodd-Frank Act was passed to regulate the financial industry and protect consumers. This law has had far-reaching impacts, reshaping the financial sector and influencing everything from your mortgage rates to your retirement savings. Fast forward to 2020, and we find ourselves in the throes of the COVID-19 pandemic. This global health crisis has prompted a wave of new policies, from stimulus packages to public health mandates. The CARES Act, for example, provided unprecedented financial support to individuals and businesses, while various state-level policies have sought to control the spread of the virus and ensure the safety of the public. Healthcare has been another key area of focus, with policies aimed at making healthcare more accessible and affordable. The Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare as it's commonly known, has significantly expanded healthcare coverage, but it has also been a source of controversy and legal challenges. On the social equity front, there's been a renewed focus on policies addressing systemic racism and inequality. From criminal justice reform to affordable housing initiatives, these policies aim to create a more equitable and just society. These recent changes have further underscored the dynamic nature of public policies and their profound impact on our daily lives. As the wheels of time continue to turn, we can only anticipate more changes on the horizon, shaping and reshaping our world in ways we can and cannot foresee. What does the future hold for American public policies? As we gaze into the crystal ball of tomorrow, we find ourselves at the intersection of numerous ongoing issues. Climate change, racial inequality, and technological advancements are just a few of the challenges we face. And it's in the crucible of these challenges that the future of American public policies is being forged. Consider climate change. As the world grapples with rising temperatures and unpredictable weather patterns, the United States is poised to lead the charge in creating green policies. These could range from laws promoting renewable energy to initiatives encouraging sustainable farming. The ripple effects of these changes could be monumental, impacting everything from the economy to our daily lives. Racial inequality is another area where public policies could bring about significant change. With the spotlight on social justice, we could see policies aimed at reducing systemic disparities and promoting inclusivity. These may include reforms in education, housing, and employment, potentially transforming the fabric of American society. Then, there's the realm of technological advancements. As we continue to hurtle into the digital age, we could see policies that regulate artificial intelligence, protect privacy, and ensure equitable access to technology. The implications of these policies could redefine our relationship with technology and, by extension, with each other. But while we speculate on these possibilities, it's important to remember that public policies aren't just the domain of lawmakers. They're shaped by public participation. That means you and I have a role to play in this narrative. From voicing our opinions to voting, we have the power to influence these policies. As we move forward, it's clear that public policies will continue to play a crucial role in shaping the American society, economy, and beyond. Remember, public policies aren't just made by politicians. They're shaped by you, me, and all of us. So let's stay informed, active, and engaged. After all, the future of American public policies is in our hands.